Hello and welcome to another video with Zenphi. Today we're going to be going over how you can create a flow to automate the process of extracting fields from PO orders and then sending them out for payment. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The first step to any Zenphi flow is to set up your trigger. In Zenphi, the trigger is what's going to start your flow. There's different triggers that you can choose from. For this specific example, we're going to be using a Zenphi form trigger, meaning our form will be started every time that a form response is submitted. This is an example of the form that I'll be using. It only has a single question to be able to submit the PO that was received. To be able to add any questions, all you have to do is click on your trigger, click on this little box, and you're able to add as many fields and questions as you desire. Now, the first step is going to be to create our AI model, which is going to be used to extract all of the different fields, which you're able to do in the AI model section of your Zenphi space. You can upload files to be able to select which one you want to use to be able to extract the fields. So this would be our example order form. It'll automatically detect different fields. However, if you want to add more, you can use the select tool. And as you can see, for example, here in the name, it already detected the name, the company, and then just make sure in document properties, click on the plus sign on any of the fields that you wish to be able to use, and those are going to be the ones that we'll be able to view inside of our flow. So now our first action or step is going to be run AI model. You're going to be able to find your model here. If you're not able to see your model, just make sure that you save and publish it so that you're able to visualize it here. And then the document content that we want to process, we're going to click on the chain icon or the token picker, and we can select the PO from the trigger. Now I have also created a table where we're going to store all of the information that comes from the PO. So to be able to add it to our Zenphi table, we're going to use a create record action. All you have to do is select your table from the drop-down, choose which fields you want to add, and in this case, many of the fields come from the extracted information. So using the token picker, I can go to our previous action and then select whichever field belongs where. And then, for example, one of the fields is the status, so I can manually choose one of these two status. In this case, it would be being processed. And then I want to make sure it gets sent out for payment. So here what we're doing is using an assigned task action. You can change the name and the description. Now for the outcome, I'm only leaving one outcome, which is going to be completed. So once the user marks it as complete, it'll move on to the next step. And now last but not least, to make sure that we update the status once it has been paid, we're going to use an update record action. So select the table, the record ID we can retrieve here from the suggestions, and I'm going to update the status and when it was paid, so I can choose the response time from the previous action, and then for the status I can just choose from the drop down. And now if we want to do a test, if we go to the form, upload the document, we're going to submit, and it should run our flow. Here we can see that it has extracted the field and added it to the table. And now if we refresh the table, and as you can see, it has added it here, it's just waiting to be paid, and then the date here. This would be the task that the user would receive. So as we can see at the bottom, it also has the original document, and then once the payment has been completed, they can click on completed, and then you're going to have to confirm your decision, so click on submit. And if we go back to our flow, we can see that it has updated the status. And now if we refresh our table, we should see that it updated the status as well as the date when it was paid. And there we go. Just like that, you're able to automate the process of extracting fields from your PO orders. Thank you so much for watching.